Hey everyone, welcome to the Best of MLG Orlando. MLG Orlando marked the start of Halo 3's third season on the pro circuit, and during the off-season, all of our top teams changed their rosters. Going into the event, the question on everyone's mind is which team would benefit the most from all the team changes.
Now, our Friday night kickoff began with an exciting match between Heaven and Earth and Status Quo. Now, during the offseason, Status Quo dominated the LAN scene and came to Orlando really riding a wave of hype. And on the other side, Heaven and Earth also looked to be a top contender after picking up two of the hottest free agents, Clutch and Nated.
Yeah, those were two huge pickups. Clutch was a member of the 2009 National Championship team, Believe the Hype, and is one of the best objective players in the league. Nated had been one of the most explosive players during the 2009 season, and the success of Carbon, his last team, was largely attributed to his individual performance.
Now, both teams took a few games early on, and eventually everything came down to a crucial capture the flag on the pit. Let's take a look at the game, see who came out on top.
All right. So here we go, game number 4 time. This one, capture the flag on the pit. First team to 3 flags. Have to say thank you to Pistola for joining us. He is going to go downstairs and warm up with his team. Triggers down, looking ultra prepared for this tournament, and he is going to look to have a huge impact on that team. Maybe a 4th MVP in about 6 events. Yeah, it's possible. But here we go, guys. We're continuing this one on. The players are joining up. Heaven and Earth leads the series 2-1 over Status Quo, going in to capture the flag on the pit. The first team to score 3 times to win the game. Rockets in the middle, snipers on both bases, and of course the overshield is going to be the power-up that everyone is going to be looking to control. Looks like the players are all set and ready to go, and as soon as they start this one, we'll be kicking it off with Karma from Heaven and Earth.
I like the choice.
Solid, solid. So here we go. Can Heaven and Earth end it right now, or will Status Quo take it to game 5? We'll find out. Let's listen in with our Astro listen in, Heaven and Earth style.
You guys on the bridge. They got rocks in green. What's on their training wear?
Wow, Heaven and Earth just dominated the beginning. Status Quo just dominated the beginning of that game. Heaven and Earth got dominated. That was a great initial setup.
Shut our pit box down.
And right now the flag is going out in the hands of Ace. We're going to switch over to Status Quo. No more listening in for you. He's got the sniper. He's trying to reload it, and he's carrying the flag. SQ, all 4 members alive. Assault spawn camping with the Rockets, and SQ coming out on fire, guys. 50 seconds into the game, they're already on the board.
And they still have complete map control. Heaven and Earth is in a predicament right here. They have to decide, do we kill the guys at our base, or do we go back, or do we go for their flag? That's a predicament that you have to decide instantly. You can't hesitate, or else you're just going to lose control.
And Status Quo did have to pull back there. They had 3 down momentarily, and it all started with Nated coming to their side of the map. You saw Ace trying to get a shot on him, top sniper. Clutch then pushed the green box. Heaven and Earth got map control once again, and now we're even, but Status Quo has the power weapons to work with. And we have Ace pushing through, as you see Assault picking up the double kill. Assault's going to go block those maulers. Actually, he's on the training. We have Enable in the mauler. He's going to go pull the flag with Ace trying to help out with that sniper.
Back ramp. He's going cut. He's going cut.
And Enable is dead. One more member of SQ dead. Ace trying to keep this flag alive. I don't like that decision.
I didn't like that either, Chris. I think if I was Ace right there, I would have went snipe one and gotten into the courtyard and blocked those spawns off, because you know they're going to spawn Mauler, and since your teammates are on the respawn, more than likely they're going to spawn on your plat, and they can sandwich them right there.
So here we go, 2 minutes off the clock. That means the overshield is coming up in about 10 seconds here. I didn't see who got it to start, but we're about to find out when it pops. And Killer Drew is going to open up a double kill. Meanwhile, Nated picks up the 3rd kill. Ace, the last member alive for SQ, and he's going to have to do something big with this Ovi. And he 4 shots Karma, now turning his attention to that flag. He's got Nated in front of him. No one else from Heaven and Earth in position to help out Nated. And finally, he's getting help through long haul. And got to give huge props to Nated for staying alive here. He's finally going to be taken down as I switch to him. Ace in the base trying to go clutch with the flag return. He's going to go for the flagpole as his teammates move in. And Clutch is going to pick up the beatdown with the flag and put it in, so it's now tied up 1-1. Let's listen back in, boys.
Watch, I got one. There's another one in the green, Brett. Nice, he's down. He's one shot there. He's not one shot. He's not one shot. They're training. Charge now. Pushing green. No, he's not moving, Brett. They're training. He's training now. And green to wall sheet. Sniping training. Watch, I got it. He's on the pit, Ace. Pushing now. What? They're green from pit. Got killed. Rock's trying green. You guys are hallways. You guys just want to hallway. Still have two. I got one. And our needle pit's a one shot, Ben. Rock's a one shot, Ben. Nice! Our needle pit is a one shot, Ben. We are. Well, he's still one shot. My fault. Our green, dude. Our green. Last one. Our green. Dead. Holy shit! There's two dead. Two alive. They're flat, dude. They're green. Obi's in like 20 seconds. They're green, dude. I got one they're hallways. They're green. Last guy. It's in their pit. He went back green. I got him. Go for the pull. Go for the pull. Watch the spawns. Watch him. He's not close. The fight cuts. Help him. Somebody help Wes. Watch out, assault. You got fucking shit on!
The mouths on these boys. And we're gonna stop the listening on that one. Killer Drew getting fired up and clutch as well. Here we go. We got Heaven and Earth with Nated has the sniper rifle. He's at the SQ base, at their flag. Meanwhile, one of his teammates was going down to burn the overshield. That was Killer Drew. Clutch is coming through the green box, and Karma is there as well. So if Nated can get this through long haul, he's going to have a lot of help.
And you know, Status Quo right there really tried to focus on that overshield, and that's going to come to bite him in the butt, because Nated's going to keep pushing this flag down empty, and they're going to have it halfway, and it'll be easy for them to get this flag.
I feel like when you're watching Status Quo, they're a little bit too strategic, if you know what I mean. They follow by their game plan every time. It's very predictable, and Heaven and Earth has been able to pounce on that all series long, and we've seen that.
And while Killer Drew was the bait, he went through green box, had 3 members of SQ look at him. Meanwhile, Karma snuck through long haul, got the flag touch, keeping it alive. Now we're watching as Clutch and Killer Drew are trying to come off the respawn and keep that flag in play. Here it goes, guys. Heaven and Earth is looking to score their second cap of the game. And there we go. Clutch is going to put it in, and there they go. They take the lead 2-1. Heaven and Earth on top. And Clutch has the sniper rifle. When I was talking to him on the phone, he said, I was like, describe yourself in 4 words, your team. He said, slayers, snipers, trash talkers. Pretty fitting so far from what we've seen.
Yeah, definitely. And the beauty about Clutch is he's firing this team up. Did you notice the mood swing as soon as he started talking trash? Everyone's morale just boosted up. When I teamed with Karma, all you had to do was talk a little bit of trash, and then you get the Giggly Ben that dominates.
Giggly Ben is a scary Ben. Right now we have Nated moving the flag through needles. Clutch is going to try and provide that cover fire. He's got Assault in his face. Get down, son. Hit him once, going for the nade kill. There it is. And now he's going for the double on Flamesword. Nice job by Flamesword to finish off the kill on Clutch there.
I really like the intensity that Heaven and Earth is bringing to this series. You're right. We've seen the intensity by Clutch. Now, I'm looking at this team. It's even rubbing off on Killer Drew. It's getting really big. Killer Drew is walking around with ego. You saw him give the thumbs up earlier. I really like what Heaven and Earth is doing. They've completely changed the aura of the whole squad.
And everyone was talking status quo after the land scores, but Heaven and Earth is looking really solid, guys. They look like they could be a threat to Triggers Down.
Yeah, I would not be taking them lightly if I was Triggers Down. You have to realize that this is a team that could turn it up at any moment. We've seen that.
And we have to focus our attention back to what SQ is doing. You have Assault with the overshield directly above Clutch. He just picked up the rockets in the green box. And now, very smart decision here from Assault. He's running back to his base, waiting for his teammates. SQ definitely setting up for one of those pushes, D-Mac. They're going by the strat. Let's see how it plays out. You have Enable pushing through green box. Ace and Flamesword were just taken down, though, so Assault is going to have to back up, and Enable's just going to hide in the green cubby.
And although they've lacked on execution, you could see that the teamwork is there with Status Quo. That's why they took that Team Slayer. It just hasn't transitioned as well as they wanted to. They're all not on fire.
And we just had three dirty snipes from Clutch, and I missed them all, guys. Sorry, I was watching them myself. There you see a little bit of metal flash. Go back and watch his VOD. Clutch going to work with that sniper. Meanwhile, Nated's going to pull the flag through long haul. This might be the last capture, and it was sparked by the objective player, guys. Normally we expect Nated to come in and get those Clutch snipes, but no, it's Clutch, and Nated is taking on the objective role here. Gotta love the teamwork and gameplay out of Heaven and Earth here, but SQ coming up clutch, stopping all 4 members of Heaven and Earth, and now they're pushing in for a flag of their own.
And that's what I'm talking about. When you look at what Clutch did there, yeah, he got 3 kills, but that's only going to see 3 kills on the stat sheet. That was much more. That was a huge play that really gave him a push that enabled them to get a flag cap.
And Nated just barely missing that headshot, somehow staying alive. Every time I watch this guy, it looks like he survives an extra shot or 2 that no other player does. I don't know how he pulls it off, keeping the flag back at its base, and I love the aggressive push here behind their spawn. Nated heating up here, Scott.
Yeah, and you know, we haven't seen too much out of Nated so far this series. I mean, yes, he's been talented, but this isn't the Nated we know. The Nated we know would drop that flag, turn around, kill that whole team, and cap the flag.
It looks like he's a new player, and he's more of a team player. Carbon, what were you thinking when you dropped this kid? That's what you're missing. And here we go. Nated is going to put in the final cap. Heaven and Earth advances.
Big plays. That's what they bring.
Here, give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up.
That great performance by Nated helped close out the game and sent Status Quo into the losers bracket.
However, Puckett, it should be mentioned that Status Quo was able to regain their composure and fight through the losers bracket to a 4th place finish at this tournament. Now, Puckett, what's the next game you got in store for us?
You know, let's jump ahead a bit to Saturday. During our Saturday night broadcast, we saw one of the most anticipated matches of the entire tournament as Triggers Down took on Instinct. During the off-season, Neighbor jumped ship from Instinct to Triggers Down, and everyone was curious to see if he made the right decision. The most exciting game from the series was a back-and-forth battle on Construct Team Slayer. Let's check it out. And you saw it earlier, the key to this map, controlling the top, use those rockets, the sniper down low, and of course, the new addition of the camo is the key to victory in Team Slayer. Here we go, we're getting this one started with Neighbor from Triggers Down, and let's listen in with TD to start this game.
I got rocketed. Rockets are, I don't know. All right, what about never on. All right, I guess we're gonna wait for Mason. They're just trying to take some shots.
Just take some shots, man.
They're watching back.
Thank you.
They know that. Did you wait?
Back Nade!
Push up.
Sword like, it's C2 weak still. Sword, one shot, sword, rockets.
See 2 guys.
Dude, nobody lives to know.
Yes, I tried.
One shot close. He's going close.
Watch sword.
Don't get in, don't stand there, he's got a sniper.
Someone watch sword.
Alright, nice.
Is anybody watching sword?
Nice.
Don't let him get sword.
Yeah, just don't get sniped either. I got purple block. They're gonna wait for OS or camo, that's fine. I'll you
Should I top down with rockets?
Let's have 2 guys go. Main ramp.
No, let's have rocket guy drop and just rocket towards camo win at 13. But make sure we have a sniper guy. We can't let them get sniped, so just have a guy fucking snipe spawn or something.
The camera is gonna be in the air, so I'll go main ramp. And rocket guy, you go basement. Okay?
Yeah, go butthole.
You guys have to be on streets and watch this shit. I don't think
Alright, I'm leaving gold. I'm leaving gold.
Be with Kyle.
Yep, I'm here.
Alright, what should I do?
Just you guys watch top.
Just Roy might let's run
Alright,
I'm gonna drop down OG. I'm gonna drop down T2 right now. I'm dropping down T2.
That camo's coming up in 3 seconds.
I'll get him.
One shot, Mason. I got Mason.
One shot, Mason. One shot, Mason.
I got 2.
Let it rocket. Last guy, that was last guy.
And that was the perfect execution by Triggers Down, or by Instinct there, guys. They sent Lunchbox down low. He picked up the kill on Hysteria, stole his sniper rifle. Now his twin brother Roy has both camo, or he has both the sniper and the rockets, and they burned the camo.
And it was really perfect execution due to the communication. That's what really separated that play for Triggers Down. Or for Instinct, I'm sorry.
And here we go, 15-8, Instinct in control of game 2, just like they were in control of game 1 the entire time. And we were watching as Roy was just taken down over on the open side, but he's coming up back gold. My Warrior was in the lobby, but he's gonna be picked up. Let's jump back on board with Roy. He's pushing open street and spawning his teammates up top.
And when you look at Instinct during this game, it's really all about the execution, really suppressing the big plays, not letting Triggers Down have a game-changing moment where they gain some momentum.
And the new Rockets are coming up. There they are, and let's see who can get them. This will be kind of the biggest shift you can see in Team Slayer on Construct. Whoever gets the Rockets normally gets control, Scott.
Oh, definitely, Chris, because the Rockets are such a big factor. Even if you don't have control, you can send a decoy up gold, have him die, and then you'll know where that guy is top gold. Then you can slowly start making your way to get top control.
You saw Elmite going for those Rockets. He was taken down. The Rockets fall down, bottom, middle. Lunchbox putting shots on Neighbor, who was able to pick him up. And Neighbor now getting his shield back is going up close purple, and he's picking up kills on Roy. Lunchbox looking for Neighbor. He finds Hysteria. No scopes for you, son. It's my sniper. And Instinct just looking super solid here. They're not overextending. Lunchbox could have charged into lobby, but instead wisely backs up on close street to watch the purple.
Yeah, and they're doing it perfectly. Triggers Down is just falling into their trap. They just look mindless right now. Instinct is playing they're controlling the pace so well that Triggers Down has no idea what to do.
Yeah, it's almost as if Triggers Down is going where Instinct wants them to go. That's how good it looks.
And we just saw as Hysteria picked up the camo. This is where Instinct really needs to be cautious. And then let's jump on board with Hysteria to see how Triggers Down plays this. They're all on the bottom of the map. They need to retake top control to retake the lead.
Open lobby
Shot
weak.
close purple.
Open lobby weak. Roy.
Two guys close purple, weak. They're going to be, stay alive, basically.
O2, up. Lift it up, weak.
Look out through an AJ, guys. Back up and through an AJ. Don't run, don't rush.
We can sort,
Bubble, one shot.
Someone look at bubble.
Someone please look at him.
There's two guys. They jumped out.
Shot open. Shot open.
Never on there. Come on there. O2.
Fine. Ready?
Jumped out, one shot. Yeah, C2. It was sniper.
Two guys in open.
Two in there. There's a sniper
Keep going.
Open, one's one hand. Close to the leg.
Someone push out.
Open hand.
Watch the flash.
Yeah, I'm looking.
He's sniping, yes. Yeah. Glass.
Two guys. Todd's weak.
I'm still weak.
Weak in there.
Bubble.
Two guys close.
Snipe down bubble.
Two guys
Clear. Open.
close.
One shot open.
Close purple. Weak. Close purple. All right, back up. I'm here.
Mason, just one low.
Nice job.
Just one low.
Hey, close street. I couldn't get away. Close street. Nice. Open street.
And Triggers Down is back. Hysteria heating up with the sniper, Scott.
Yeah, this is just an impressive showing. This is the Hysteria from the 2008 season where everyone feared him. This isn't the 2009. He is back.
Hysteria starting this series off a little bit slow on Heretic, but there's no power weapons on Heretic. He's pretty hot when he gets one of those sniper rifles. As you saw, he already has 12 kills. Neighbor has 11 kills. Combined, they have 23 of their team's 35, but it's 40-36. Instinct still with the lead, and after Hysteria dies, we're jumping back on board with the blue team. Elmite Warrior just got the camo. And he's going to have to do something big here, Scott, because all of Instinct just died up top.
And I was just about to say, I believe the Rockets got naded down by Elamite Warrior by accident, and now he has Rocket Camo. This is the first time we're going to see a camo guy with the power-up on our broadcast.
Alrighty, so Camo Rockets gets naded, and he's getting hunted down here by Neighbor and Hysteria. Perfect execution of the Camo Rocket guy. 42-40, though, as Instinct is still able to hold on to the lead. It's now just a one-kill game, but we have Lunchbox with the Rockets down low.
Good job by Triggers Down right there, not overextending. If I was in that position, I probably would have charged for those Rockets because I know if I have them in my hands, I'm going to win the game.
All right, so 42-41. How does Triggers Down play this? We know how Instinct's going to play this. They're just going to wait for that new camo coming up in about a minute 30.
I'm going up, yeah. They're here. I got it.
Lunchbox taking out SK, trading kills top purple, but now we're seeing as Triggers Down is taking the lead in this game. Remember, they came off on a very slow start. Hysteria had the momentum changing as soon as he picked up that sniper rifle, and now they have the lead after executing Elmite Warrior who picked up that camo. Let's jump back on board with TD. They're up top, and there's no power weapons in the hands of Instinct anymore. So Pistola right now just sitting back sword. Scott, his job is to watch both purples as well as the 2 sword ramps.
Yeah, and now this is a very important position because this is the key. His teammates are all focusing on everything else besides the purples and sword. If he doesn't pay attention, he can lose complete control.
And we have Neighbor sitting back old. He is looking down through the glass, watching that. SK is set up in the open purple, and Hysteria is back gold, close street. And there you hear Pistola call out the player coming up close. Now you're going to see Pistola and Hysteria pinch in on him, but it's nobody. It's the Phantom Menace. It's the camo guy. Wait, no one has camo. They just freaked out. There we go. Lunchbox has the camo. We're jumping on board with Instinct. Once again, they're down by 2. They need 7 before Triggers Down gets 5.
Now Lunchbox has to make sure he is not aggressive with this camo. He just has to get behind the guy in sword, back whack him, and then start taking over control from there. If he's the least bit aggressive, this team is going to lose.
And there's Lunchbox calling out Pistola's location. Let's listen in for the end of this game, Scott.
I got one. Oh shit, I know. Rockets up.
And Rockets came up at this time as Elmite Warriors pushing close. That's going to open up the kill for Lunchbox. SK got the Rockets, but he's hurt bottom middle. Lunchbox needs to stay alive with his camo. He's got another 30 seconds on it. 46 to 46, it's all tied up. Cloud fighting in the sword. Lunchbox trying to get into position to help out. Roy is coming up the sword ramp to flank, and they have Triggers Down trapped in lobby. Here we go, Instinct taking the charge. Here it is, 49 to 47, just 1 kill away now. SK dropping down bottom middle, trying to stay alive as he's getting hunted. Neighbor, Hysteria, and Pistola all up top, back gold. SK the only player down low, and he is on laser ramp. Triggers Down cannot give up any deaths.
Jason, block purples. Let's go.
And Cloud is pushing in first. He's got backup from Roy. They're going for this final kill, back gold, and they get it.
Instinct went on to sweep the series 3-0. After this round, the team continued their impressive run by defeating both Believe the Hype and Classic to earn a spot in the finals.
And with their spot in the finals secure, Instinct eagerly watched the long series between Final Boss and Classic. Both teams had fought long and hard to make it this far, but eventually everything came down to a pivotal Heretic Team Slayer. Let's take a look to see which of these teams would advance to the championship match.
So let's take a look at the map, guys. There you see the only power weapon on the map. It's the sword. It sits top metal. It'll help you beat kids down. There's a red base, a blue base, and a giant pink tower. Look for all 8 players to be fighting for that throughout the game. We're going to get the Victor X as fast as we possibly can, but we're starting this game off with the captain, Ogre 2. Can Final Boss tie it up at 5-5 or Classic advance to the championship match? We are going to listen in with our Astro A40s.
I need a soldier. All right, hold on. 1-1. Their window, chick. I'm dead. 2. Me too. Our nerd.
One shot. I only one hit. One shot, big one.
Blue nerd. Red window. Yeah, I'm just 1 hit still. Blue needle 1 hit. Back up, Ants. Back up. Me too. I'm lifting. Face.
Soldiers in pink.
Blue nerd. Lift up blue 2.
I got one in pink.
1 in pink 2. Soldier. 187.
I got double. One shot
blue 1 and blue 2 weak. Chick. I'm the glass. He's going pink. No one goes.
1 in pink. Go Siami.
Pink 2. Car pocket 1 shot. I guess 1 shot.
I got P2.
Soldiers. Blue 2.
No, they spawn here, man. Nice. Pink 1.
Blue 2 to pink. Blue 2 to pink also.
Red street. Pink 2 1 shot. Blue street 1 shot. Pink 2 1 shot. Blue street.
Pink 1 blue. Shoot that.
I vote.
Blue street weak. Pink 1 weak. Soldier.
Red 2 guys. Red 2.
I vote.
2 red 2. Back up, Dustin. 2 red 2. Coming pink.
Coming pink.
2 red curious.
Coming up.
One shot P1.
One shot, red.
Chick weak needler.
Yeah, pink 3.
Weak.
Pink 2. That's soldier.
Pink 2.
Shot pink 2. One shot red street. Pink 2. Chick.
Blue 2 of them. 2 blue 2 guys.
Pink 2.
Soldier 1 shot. It's 3 guys blue 2.
Push in,
Soldier 1 hit.
right here.
3 guys blue 2. Soldier 1 hit. One pink.
Ogre 2's weak, card 3. One shot, Victor's down. Ogre 2 still.
Still weak, one shot.
Two guys, red street.
Fresh street, help him out, Eric. Fresh street.
Two cars, 20 cars.
They're both one shot. Both one
Tots, one
shot.
shot, red needle, Tots.
One shot, red two. Stop.
Stay alive. Don't think three. Behind us, blue needles, guys. Stay alive.
P2, Tots, one shot, P2, Tots. One shot, red nerd.
One shot out, let's
Red
go,
nerd,
Kyle.
one shot.
Behind us.
Over 2's one shot, man.
Top middle, Kyle. And car three.
One shot, and two.
Top middle, victory X.
Blue pink, Tiz. Chicks one shot.
Blue two cars.
I need help. Y'all push on me. Blue.
I always car slide weak.
Coming up pink. One in blue pink pocket. One in blue pink pocket. Tiz.
Hold your shield. Check one shot on the glass.
They're all there.
Red two, red.
Pushing out blue pink.
Red.
Go.
Two shot blue
Red,
two.
blue car.
He's got red two.
They're gonna jump on you. They're both weak.
One shot red neither. One shot red neither. Soldier. Ayame's one hit, pink one. Red two is one hit. Two that. We got them all. They got blue.
Under blue one shot.
Nice guys, blue two.
Blue car weak. Blue car right now. Down. On there. Blue two. I'm running. High help, Izzo. Going to weak, pink pocket.
Red car. Ayame weak.
Goes the shot. I got one red two.
One shot blue car, Ayame.
Red car.
Blue two and hit Ayame. Coming pink. I need help.
Red car, not seeing.
Soldier's
Watch
blue
out, red
pink.
car. Tiz. He's in the cuts. In red bubble. Weak in the bubble. Front of red box. Takes one shot in bubble. In pink two. Made it out.
Box is dead. Two dead.
Pink two. Pink face. Push out with
Blue
me.
street weak, Ayame. Blue street Ayame's up there.
Blue nerd. Weak. In the face maybe. Check face. Two blue two. Ghost is one shot. I got ghost.
Blue street.
Blue
One
needles.
shot, chick.
One shot pink two. Shake. Blue two to pink. Come out blue street. Back up.
One shot blue nerd. He's got blue one pink.
Pink two. I need help blue pink.
Jump out blue pink. Blue neither also one shot.
Blue nerd. Ghost is blue nerd. God damn it. Stay alive. One shot blue two. Guys, blue two. Nice help.
Blue pink was weak.
No, I got killed. Pink two. One shot pink two. Chick.
Pink Ayame weak. One shot blue neither. Two guys weak, blue neither. Blue two, one shot soldier.
Blue two. We're soldier at.
Shot blue one. Pink one. Two guys P2 and P1.
Red nerd.
Red pink charging us.
I need help. Blue one. Weak. Two shots goes. Blue one. Pink one's toxic. I'm coming red. Front of blue one shot.
One shot
red neither. Soldier. There's two red neither. I'm nading it. I got one of them. Lifted red, I think.
Blue, pink one. Pink one Ayame.
Red.
Red
Nice.
neither. Red two.
Red two.
I know. Spotted car.
Well, red one. All right. Pink two. Red guys. You gotta back up.
Red pink one hit.
Still have it. Blue two. Let's lift.
Come up red pink right now. Two guys red pink. P2. And then P2. Stay
Front of
up.
blue window.
You got me. Back up.
Pink blue one. Front blue chase.
Give no hope.
Pink two. Stay alive. Oh fuck! I need it.
Front of blue. Going pink. Two guys blue pink. Two guys pushing blue pink.
One shot blue pink. Two blue card. Ghost is one shot.
Two guys blue pink.
Blue window weak.
Shake one shot blue two.
Blue pink. Pink two. Soldier.
One shot blue Eli. He's oxing.
Soldier. Pink two. I'm pushing out. Under blue. Shake. You got him. Blue car. Ghost.
Blue two, one shot. He's oxing. Weak. Blue two. Blue pink's his oxing.
Nice play. Stay alive. No shields.
Blue two.
Lifted blue.
Red two.
I help red car.
So after a killing spree from Ghost, Ayame Classic starting to pull away. They're now up by 5 kills, 44, make that 6-38. And Classic just 6 kills away now from moving on to our championship match. Soldier 187, he's got 3 players in red base. He's got to play this one careful.
One shot victory. Yes.
One shot red one.
Go.
We gotta finish the one shot.
P2.
Behind us. Red car right
Shig
now.
is going to be taken down. Meanwhile, Soldier is going to pick up the beatdown on victory. Bottom red, Ogre 2 trying to get away. Soldier finally chasing him down 47-42 here. Classic just 3 kills.
Where? Blue one maybe.
Red Kirby, going red two, Kyle.
Don't get crazy.
And Classic is all at red. You hear, don't be crazy, play this slow. 2 more kills now. Shots from Chig across the map are going to take down Ogre 2, 49-42, and there is 50.
By advancing, Classic earned a second chance to face Instinct. The two had previously matched up in the winners bracket finals. Now during that round, Instinct had defeated Classic 3-0, which gave them the advantage going into the championship match.
A huge advantage for Instinct there, and although every game in the finals was exciting to watch, my favorite had to have been Amplified Team Slayer. Let's take a look. Amplified Team Slayer, fastest game type on the circuit.
Can Classic get together? Can they improve their communication? And can they get the team shot back that we saw earlier against Final Boss? We'll wait and see. Here it comes. Game number 5 is coming at you right now. We're starting it off, though, with Cloud from Instinct. And Sundance, you just got back up in the booth here. You were talking to D-Mac about the stats, and D-Mac was telling us that Cloud and Roy have combined to be the best duo behind Victory X and Fierce Self so far for this event.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised. I mean, Cloud is a name that, we haven't talked about as much this weekend as maybe we should have. This kid's a super solid competitor. All last season, he showed us that he was a steady competitor. Now, the difference is that he's on a team where everyone is selfless, everyone works together, and you know what that does is that frees him up because he doesn't need to worry about what his role on the team is because the role shifts depending upon what's needed at any given time, and I like that about this team. They are steady, they are balanced, they're not necessarily the most flashy team, but you know what? Right now, they haven't dropped a game, and they're in control to win this event.
And when you watch Cloud play, notice how he positions himself. He's always in a spot where he can help his teammates, and if he's getting shot and he doesn't realize it, he can get an easy escape. Those are the spots you want to put yourself in.
And you know, the great thing is, yesterday I was talking to Elam, and I was like, look at you with this new team. And he was like, yeah, how good is Cloud? When somebody who plays with you is saying that about you, you know you're doing something right. Elam, I was just like, the kid's ridiculous. He's like, this team is great. We're getting along. We're having a lot of fun. You know what? We think we're better than we've even shown, and that's what they're doing right now. I had someone come up to me just down in the crowd. They said, there's your new dynasty. You said you wanted one. It's going to be Instinct. These guys are going to run the table this year. Now, I don't know about that. That's a pretty aggressive prediction, and I'm not going to name any names because I think you might be a little embarrassed about it later on in the season, but the fact that people are saying that already about Instinct is pretty huge. And we know how popular Roy and Lunchbox have been for quite a while now. Now these guys are in a different position. These guys are on top. They're going to have other teams looking up at them if they're able to close out this event.
Was it Chibi?
No, it was not Chibi.
Okay, because I know he's a huge Lunchbox fan.
He has several lunchboxes that he brings to work.
Only the Superman ones. It's 19-17. Chibi loves to pack his lunch. 20-19, though, as we see Classic actually take the lead there momentarily, and I love the play out of Soldier to get up top in a great long-range BR.
That's what they need to do. They need to shut this game down if they want to have any chance in this series because they cannot afford to be down 5-0. That would just be a ridiculous task to try and come back against Instinct, who's been playing so well all weekend. I mean, right now, they've already got a lot of work to do, but what they need to do is, if they can, they need to close this out quickly. I would hope, if I were Classic, to be able to win this one in convincing fashion, and that's going to take a lot of communication, a lot of team shooting, and right now, it looks like Soldier doing everything he can to help his team win.
And Scott, there's very few teams that can dig back from a 4-game deficit or a 5-game deficit. I know you guys did back on Carbon. How'd you do it? What do you do in this situation?
Well, you really just got to block out the fact that they have one game to win. You just have to take one game at a time. We stress that a lot. But as long as you just know that if you just take your time and take it game at a time, you'll win.
And it looks like Classic is starting to get a little bit more crisp with their team shot. You see Elmite finally taking out Toxic, but he was putting tons of support shots there from the pink side. Ghost Yami now going in to fill his position. And now it's Ghost and Soldier working across the map. Can Soldier connect? No, he cannot. Lunchbox gets away, and Instinct is starting to pull away here. They now have a 4-kill lead. Well, let's jump on board with Lunchbox. He is on fire right now. So fast is that genius.
He is a genius.
32-29, 11-19 left on the clock. Lunchbox and Roy can smell their first ever championship. They're just 2 games away.
Toxic. And blue 2. 2 guys, blue 2. Blue 2 and blue 1. 2 guys. Peek 1, peek 1.
I got shots.
Blue pink, 1 shot. Ghost is 1 shot.
Blue couch, 1 shot. Soldier. 2 guys. Peek 1 to red. Peek 1 to red.
1 shot. 1 peek 1. He's 1 shot bottom center, I think. 1
shot. Go bottom center pink. Bottom center pink. Stay alive, guys. Stay alive. No dash.
Shot in front of blue.
Gold 1.
Ghost is 1 shot.
2 front of blue. 2 front of blue. Both weak.
Bottom center weak. Toxic.
Ghost is dead.
Toxic.
He's peek 1. Red 1. Toxic.
Stay alive. 1 shot.
Stay alive.
I got 1.
They're counts.
One's on my base. Red 2 weak. Red 2
1 shot bottom center. 1 shot in bottom center. 1 shot their couch. 1 shot their couch.
Back up. Pick 1. Stay alive, guys. Don't push. Gold 1. Center.
Top center. Top mid, guys. Bottom center, guys, weak. Bottom center, really weak. Gold 2 killed me. Gold 2.
Gold 2, guys. Gold 2.
Nice.
Gold 2. Stay alive. Gold 2. Gold fence, I think. Blue fence. Stay alive. Gold fence.
I spawned behind him, guys.
Mine, you got the weak.
I naded it. He's full shield, big full tight.
He's so
Front
good.
of red, front of red.
Gold
One shot,
tight.
toxic. One shot. One shot.
Defense, one shot.
Nice.
James,
I
one
got
shot.
Jake, I got Jake.
Nice, he's dead. All right, we're down bottom
Let's
center.
go,
Inside
guys,
bottom center,
let's
pick
go.
one. Inside bottom center. Nice job.
I got him, Taylor.
Nice job. Watch red, they're in red. Red one, red two. Red pink. Soldiers, one shot.
You guys, you know with Jake.
You guys there.
Jake is red, pink one. Back up, back up. Back up, Justin. Back up.
Gold one toxic.
Yeah, someone get on me.
Got him.
I got level 3. Two dead.
Two dead, let's go.
Gold,
Let's
watch
go.
gold.
Watch blue spawns.
Behind the pink one, behind the pink one.
Big one.
Big two spawns, big two spawns.
One shot, gold two. I got
Nice, big one. Big one. Coming, I'm
Car
coming.
one,
Bottom
car
pink
one,
one,
blue
weak.
side.
46 to 46. It's all tied up. Classic pulling away now. They have 1 kill lead. Ghost Yami chasing 2 kills. Bottom pink, he's getting swarmed and he's backing up. Lunchbox trying to help out his teammate, but no. There it is. Cloud is going to get the final kill. 50 to 48. Instinct now up 5-0 over Classic. 1 game away from becoming our Orlando champions.
And after winning that game, Instinct carried their momentum into the final game of Oddball Guardian and defeated Classic to become our Orlando champions. Instinct showcased some of the best communication we have ever seen on the pro circuit and proved that teamwork prevails over individual skill. Guys, that's going to do it for the Best of Orlando. For DMAC, I'm Chris Puckett. Thanks for watching, and make sure to check out the next episode after Columbus.